Welcome to 101 Labs GIAC Security Essentials course, lab number 2, setting up Kali Linux. In this lab, we will be downloading and installing Kali Linux onto our virtualization environment and making some basic configuration changes so that it's ready for use throughout this course. To follow along, you will need virtualization software such as VirtualBox or VMware, Kali Linux VM image, which we will download shortly, and an unarchiving tool such as 7-zip, WinZip, or WinRAR. For reference, this is the topology we are creating in our lab environment. And in this lab, we are creating this first node here, Kali Linux. So to begin, we download the pre-built virtual machine for Kali by clicking on this link, which brings us to the official site. There's various options in terms of which environments you're using, whether it's VirtualBox, Hyper-V, or VMware. In this case, I'll be downloading the 64-bit version of the VMware image. To save some time, I've already pre-downloaded, which is this Kali Linux 7-zip file. You can right-click this 7-zip extract here. Again, to save some time, I've done this already, which generates this folder here. And inside this folder, we have the various disk images and the VMware configuration file. It's this file that we will load into VMware Workstation. So we'll pop back to our guide. So this is yet explaining about extracting. So in the workstation, we go to File, Open. And this is the VMX file that we saw a few moments ago. Double click that and it will create a default configuration. So one thing we want to change here is the memory. Push that up to, I'll push it up to 8. You push it up to whatever you have spare. Again, as discussed in the last lab, we will be using this machine extensively. So the more processing and memory you can give to it, the better experience you're going to have. One other thing we will change, again discussed in the last lab, is the network adapter. Rather than NAT sharing the host IP, we'll be changing the adapter to bridged, so it'll have its own dedicated IP address on the network. Click OK and power on the machine. So back on the download page, you would have seen the default credentials for these various Kali images, which is simply Kali. So once we're booted up and at the login screen, they're the credential we'll use to get into the desktop. So here we are, Kali. And we're logged in. So first thing to check is to open a command terminal with this little icon here on top. And you can type IPA just to check your IP address that your adapter has picked up. So in my case, you can see that I've picked up 192.168.1.106, which is the DHCP address on my local network. One thing I recommend is changing this to a static address so that the IP address will be consistent throughout the entire course. We can do this by clicking the small Kali icon top left and searching for network, advanced network configuration, double click wired connection, click IPv4 settings, and here's where we set our static settings. So we change the method to manual. We click add to set our static IP. In my case, it'll be 192.168.1.111, netmask /24, and my gateway is .1. Your IP addresses will differ slightly. DNS server, for me, is just my gateway. And then we click save. So one thing we'll notice is that it doesn't update straight away. We see we still have 106. Generally, the best way to do this, to give it a refresh, is to bring the adapter down and back up. So we can do that with the command sudo ifconfig /0, which is the name of the adapter, down. And we provide the password for Kali, which is still just Kali. We give it a moment just to acknowledge that it's down. Bring it back up. And we'll see now that we have the new address of .111. And we can do a quick ping just to ensure we have network connectivity. Let's pop back to our guide. So with the address configured, we're just about there, ready to go. One last thing we'll do is to change the default password to something different. So let's go back to our VM, and in the terminal, type pass WD, enter the current password, and enter your new password. And that's it done. So that is the setup for Kali Linux. I'll see you in the next lab where we will be setting up Metasploitable.